Hey guys, this is Mr. Gucci here. So I've gotten a lot of questions about people having trouble solving some of their homework problems. Now, as you're asking me these questions, I want you to double check what your homework assignment is. Go back to, the daily rundown of what we covered that day. Sorry, the daily roundup of what we covered that day, and just see what your assignment is. Because there's a lot of people giving me questions about homework assignments I haven't assigned yet because we haven't covered the content yet. Okay, for most people you're only doing problems 1 through 5, okay? But other people, you are doing up to and including problem number 13. I think that's period 5 might be covering up to number 13. Everyone else is just doing up to number 5. So double check that. Anyways, I thought since I'm going to be assigning this homework, all of it to everyone eventually, right? You're going to eventually have to do all of this. And I'm getting a lot of questions. How about I just do the homework? I'm just going to make a video of me solving the entire homework. Okay, so if you have any questions about what it is that I'm doing here, just watch the video. And if you don't have problems with these first few questions, and maybe you have problems with some of the later questions, just fast forward the video until you get to what I'm working on. Okay, so anyways, I opened up the 2.1 worksheet, numbers and units. And now the first thing I'm going to do, which is the first thing that you should do, is you should enter your name, and then you should enter your student ID. Now, I'm going to use a fake student ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Now, once you press enter on your student ID, it randomly generates values for all the problems that you have to solve, which is why I'm able to go through and just do this homework in a video to show you, because ultimately, all of your homework is going to be different, okay? So here we go. I'm just going to solve it. Now, I have a document that I have open here. I'm going to show you my work so that you can emulate it, okay? So problem number 1, convert 298 Celsius into Kelvin, 298 Celsius into Kelvin. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to write down the conversion equation. Kelvin equals Celsius plus 273. So to find the Kelvin temperature, you take the Celsius temperature and add 273. So Kelvin equals, let's hear, what was the Celsius temperature? Let me go back and look. It was 298. 298 right there. Okay, so let me 298 plus 273. 298 plus 273 is equal to 571 Kelvin. Okay, so the Kelvin temperature is 571 Kelvin. Now I go back here to my homework and I just plug that in. All right, 571 Kelvin. And take a look. It tells me that it is correct, okay? It won't show correct unless you get the answer correct. Okay, on to number 2. Number 2 is convert 74.5 Celsius into Kelvin, okay? Oh, by the way, if I'm going to be uploading this work to be reviewed, I'm going to want to make sure I number it carefully, okay? Number 2, here we go. All right, so problem number 2, once again, we need to convert 74.5 Celsius into Kelvin. So, again, the Kelvin temperature equals the Celsius temperature plus 273. So, Kelvin equals, I'm going to switch back and forth because my memory sucks, guys. 74.5. All right, so 74.5 Celsius. That's very hot, by the way. That's like super scalding, like 180 Fahrenheit. All right, plus 273. I'm going to plug it into my calculator. Not ashamed to say I'm using my calculator, guys. So 74.5 plus 273 equals 347.5 Kelvin. 347.5 Kelvin. Okay, 347.5 Kelvin. See, it's correct. Okay, guys, on to number 3. Okay, on to number 3. Convert 149 Celsius into Kelvin. Okay, so number 3. All right, so write down the Kelvin Celsius conversion equation. All right, Kelvin equals, what's the Celsius temperature? 149 plus 273. Okay? And so, again, just plug it into my calculator. 149 plus 273 equals 422 Kelvin. All right, cool, guys. So that's the first ones. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, oh, got to enter it. Double check it. 422 Kelvin. All right, 422 Kelvin. Great, correct. Okay, next, read this carefully. Turn 29.8 Kelvin into degrees Celsius. So 29.8, 29.8. Okay, so let me go back here. Number 4. Now I'm going to start with the same equation. All right, Kelvin equals Celsius plus 273. But now we don't know what the Kelvin temperature is. We don't know it. Well, sorry, we don't know what the Celsius temperature is this time, okay? We don't know it. All right, if we go look at the problem carefully, it says convert 29.8 Kelvin. So Kelvin is what we know. We know the Kelvin temperature. So I'm going to plug that in for Kelvin. 29.8 Kelvin equals the Celsius temperature plus 273. So this might seem complicated, guys. This is just an algebra problem. We're solving for C here. Now, right now, C is being added to 273. So how do we undo plus 273? We subtract 273 from both sides. So 29.8 minus 273, and we get that the Celsius temperature is negative 243.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is the answer, negative 243. In fact, let me make that a bit more clear. Now, guys, you might have noticed, that could be even clearer. Here we go. There we go. Negative 243.2 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry if my handwriting is a little bit messy here, guys. I'm writing this vertically on my computer. It's a little bit tricky to do. Okay, so negative 243.2. Let me double check that. Okay, negative 243.2. Aha, Celsius. Great. Okay, Celsius. Now, last one for this set of these first 5. Convert 178.8 Kelvin into degrees Celsius. Convert 178.8 Kelvin into degrees Celsius. 178.8 Kelvin. Okay, so once again, number 5. I'm going to write down the Kelvin Celsius conversion temperature formula. All right, Kelvin equals Celsius plus 273. Once again, in this case, we don't know Celsius, but we know Kelvin. Kelvin is 178.8. And that's equal to the Celsius temperature plus 273. So once again, if we're solving for Celsius and we want to get Celsius by itself, we have to subtract 273 from both sides. It cancels out over here. 178.8 minus 273, negative 94.2 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is the Celsius temperature, negative 94.2. Let me plug that in, make sure. Negative 94.2. Hey, oh, hey, that's my cat, guys. Maybe you can hear my cat. Hey, Sagan, you here to do some math with me, buddy? All right, guys, I'm going to break this video into small parts so you don't have to listen through the whole thing. So that was me solving 1 through 5. This video is going to be labeled 2.1 homework numbers 1 through 5.